Hey, hi all. Welcome back to PRL Knowledge Center. In this today's session, we'll talk about the very fast inheritance concept in C Sharp, that is single inheritance. So in the previous session, we talked about the classes, constructor, and the type of inheritance we have in C Sharp, and then the purpose and advantages of having inheritance in C Sharp classes, right? And the default parent class, right? So a couple of concepts will be discussed in this study class. In this study class, we'll look at the single inheritance in C sharp. Part of five inheritances, we're going to look at the single inheritance. Okay. Single inheritance usually occurs between two classes, that is the base class and the derived class. It occurs when a class is inherited from a single parent class, right? For example, if I have a class, right, let's say like I'm going to define here, I have a class here, parent, right? In at the same time, I have another class called a child, right? These are two classes I'm having it, right? And this parent class is having constructor called a parent, right? And it is going to have some printing, right? Right line of parent constructor, right? Called. So that's fine. And similarly, I have a constructor for a child. You know that the constructor would always having the same name of class. Got it? Now, this single inheritance, right? Also in this parent class, right? I have a method called public and, let's say like y for, okay, which is having just, console dot right line of, fathers for, right? So this particular parent class is having one is constructor and another one is a method called home, which is going to just print fathers home, right? When I want to invoke these things inside of my class, child class, I need to inherit this into child class using colon in literal and parent, right? Now this is going to pull or acquire these methods and constructors into child class. And similarly, I have a right method here, right? This is something called a sum, right? And there's something sons mobile, right? So when you just run this, right, and invoke this child class, right? So I have a child class, right? Inside of child class, I already pulled my parent class stuff. So when I start now using of the child class instance, right? Like child obj, right, equal to new child of this way. And when I say obj dot, right, you will be getting the method called son as part of child. Also, you will be getting the home from the parent class because you already inherited the parent class into child class. Hence, all the constructors and the methods are by default coming to derived class. This is what the single inheritance. That means this is going to inherit, right, single class into a single derived class. Got it? So if you wanted to me demonstrate this, right, let me show you. I'm just going to open my Visual Studio here, right? And I have a parent class. Let me quickly do that. I have a parent constructor and I have a method inside of parent. And similarly, I have a child class. Instead of child, I have a parent, a child constructor and another method. And coming to the main one, I'm just, creating, right, the instruct object for the child, right? And then I'm just invoking the method from a child, okay? When I call this way, right, creating a child object, it is going to come here for the child constructor first because the constructor is going to be invoked as soon as you create an instance for the child. And while coming here, it is again invoking the parent class instructor because parent is inherited. Let's see that the output how it is working. Looking at here after running, right? You can see our parent constructor is invoked first, right? And then child constructor is invoked. And then child method is invoked and parent test method is invoked. That means even though you created an instance for the child class, child is already derived from a parent constructor is going to be invoked first, right? This way. As soon as this is happening like this way, it is going to invoke parent constructor first and then child constructor and then method two, right? That is a kind of a child, right? And method one that is from a parent, right? This is how it is going to work out, right? In this single inheritance structure. Okay, I hope you got it, the single inheritance purpose. And coming to the definition, single inheritance, right, usually occurs between two classes, right? So that is two classes, that is the base class, right, and the derived class. Base class means here, in below example, is parent. Derived class means, in this case, it is child. Okay, so it occurs when a class is inherited from single parent class flow. Got it? So I hope you understand the single inheritance in the C#. Just creating a class of parent and creating another class of child and just inheriting parent and just invoking the parent methods by creating child instance. Okay. So thanks for listening this video and I hope you understood the single inheritance. We'll talk about the next inheritance in the next session. Thank you.